Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sandeep Bansal and I welcome you all to my channel 100 Healers Insights. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the results of Sun in the sign of Libra. Friends, in the sign of Libra, the Sun is debilitated. It's said because the qualities of the planet Sun do not match with the qualities of the environment of the sign Libra. Now, Sun is a fiery planet. It's a planet of Agni Tattva. And Libra is an airy sign and it is a very, very cold sign. A cold planet like Saturn exalts in the sign of Libra. It is opposite to the qualities of Sun. Now, what is the rationale or logic behind this, if we think? Now, Sun is the Karaka, the signifactor of the king, the signifactor of the royal dharma, the Raj dharma. The Sun represents a king who is supposed to maintain the law, discipline, and righteousness in the society. The job of the king is to run the administration, to run the kingdom. But Libra, it is a sign of business. It is a sign which shows the marketplace where business is happening, people are dealing, people are negotiating, bargaining, compromising, adjusting. Now, it's not the job of the king to compromise or adjust. If such a situation has come where king has to compromise, that means king is losing the power. So Sun is not comfortable in the environment of Libra. The other rationale, the other logic behind is that Libra is a sign of physical relationships. It is a sign of marriage, partnerships, dance, enjoyment. Now, should a king, a Sun who is a king, should it get itself immersed in the enjoyment, should run after the worldly enjoyments, physical relationships, instead of following its duties? No. If the Sun starts focusing and starts spending all the time in these things, in the Rajasic things, the enjoyments, the physical relationships, the dance, the music, and stops doing its duty, that means Sun has lost its power. Sun is not doing its job. What is the real job of the Sun? So these are the reasons why Sun is said to be debilitated in the sign of Libra. Now, if we read the classic astrological books, the Sun in Libra, and I can say for any other planet which is debilitated, the classics mentions very, very bad results. If Sun is the debilitated in Libra, now Sun is also the Karaka, the signifactor of father. That person may have some problems with respect to the father in his life. The father may not be there. He may not get happiness from the father. Sun is the signifactor of heart and eyes. The person may have eye issues, may have heart disease, heart troubles. Person may have some bad relations with the government. The government may punish the person. He may be accused of some wrongdoing and he may be involving into court cases. Person may not have self-confidence because Sun is also the signifactor of self-confidence, this willpower of a person. A weak Sun means the person has a low self-confidence, a low level of willpower. But in actual practice, we do not see that in every case. If Sun is debilitated, then the dasha of Sun should give bad results. But in actual practice, when we see horoscopes and we analyze the life of the people, it doesn't happen that Sun is bad. Friends, now Sun stays in one sign for approximately 30 days. Sun takes about approximately 30 days to transit or to pass through any zodiacal, any sign. So in a year, about 30 days Sun will be in one particular sign. So that means about 10 to 12% of the world population is having Sun in Libra. So is the 10 to 12% of the world population having all these problems related to Sun being debilitated? No, actually it doesn't happen like that. So there are some factors, some other yogas combinations which are cancelling the debilitated effect of Sun, and Sun is giving very powerful results in its dasha. There could be a Neechbhang, there could be a Vipreet Rajyog where the Sun as a lord of bad house like 6, 10, 8 or 12 has gone into the other bad house. There could be a Parivartan Yog, exchange which is said to be exchange Yog, which means that Sun is debilitated in Libra and the Venus, which is the lord of Libra, is sitting in the sign of Sun in Leo. Now here is an understanding between the two planets that okay, we are sitting in each other's houses. We don't like each other, we are not at good relation, but we are sitting in each other's houses, so you don't spoil my house, I will not spoil your house. So there is understanding between both the planets not to badly affect each other's houses and to maintain a balance and harmony. Then there is another concept of Neech Vargottam. That is when a planet is debilitated in Libra in the D1, the Rashi chart. If the planet is also debilitated in the D9 chart, Navash chart, now it becomes Vargottam. So even now regarding the Vargottam planets, all the classical astrology texts say that Vargottam planets give good results. So will a debilitated planet, when it's Vargottam, will give good results? So all these are some questions which come to the mind of any person who's studying astrology, who's trying to learn astrology, who's interested in astrology. Then we also need to apply the rules of Laghu Parashari, which is a very, very important text if we want to understand how the Vimshottari Dasha works. Now if Sun is debilitated and sitting with a good planet, with a powerful planet, then Dasha of Sun will not be bad, because it will get the strength energy from the powerful planet with whom it is sitting. So all these factors need to be kept in mind. Then only we can understand why, despite of being in Libra, a debilitated planet like Sun is not giving bad results in its Dasha. So friends, we will understand this through some example horoscopes. We will apply all these rules to understand why Dasha of Sun is not giving bad result despite of being Libra. So let's move to the PowerPoint presentation. Jai Shri Ram. Now friends, this is the first example horoscope I'm going to discuss. This is the horoscope of one of the most richest person in this world, Bill Gates. IT founder, Microsoft founder, and the founder and the owner of the company Microsoft. For many years in the early 2000s, he was he was continuously the richest man of the world. Now other people have come in, but still he was one of the richest man in the world, and the whole world knows him. He is the one who has brought laptop to every house. The Microsoft system which is in every laptop is from his company. A brilliant guy, genius guy. Now let's see his horoscope. He has Sun debilitated in Libra. He is born in Cancer ascendant. Cancer is rising as ascendant. The second house belongs to the Sun. The sign Leo has come to the house of wealth and family Sun. And Sun here is debilitated in the fourth house. Now this is very, very important to understand here. Now the Sun here in Libra is sitting with the owner of the house, that is Venus, and the planet Saturn. Saturn is getting exalted in the Libra. Now Sun is sitting with two enemies. Saturn and Venus both are the natural enemies of Sun. Now this horoscope, this example, a lot of our questions which come to our mind about how the Neechbhanga, the cancellation of debilitation of a planet works. And sometimes there is a question that can even an enemy planet like the Venus and Saturn are the enemies of Sun. Can enemy planets also cancel the debilitation? This is a very common question which comes to the mind of astrological seekers. Now, if the Sun was giving the results of debilitation, how could this man be one of the richest men in the world? Sun is the lord of second house, the house of wealth. This is the house of accumulated wealth. If Sun was debilitated, then how could he become the richest man in this world? The first question. That means Sun is not giving the results of debilitation here. No, Sun is not giving. Sun is sitting with its owner. It is one of the rules of cancellation of debilitation of Neechbhang, that when a debilitated planet sits with the owner of the house, a dispositor, the debilitation is cancelled. Another rule, when a debilitated planet sits with an exalted planet, the debilitation is cancelled. So by two methods, the debilitation of Sun here is cancelled. The Sun has cancelled the debilitation, and that's the reason he is one of the richest person in the world. Now here a Dhan Yoga is being formed. Sun is the second lord of wealth, and Venus, which is natural significator of wealth, is the 11th lord of Labh, of the gains. So both the planets Venus and Sun sitting together in the sign of Libra, which is again a very, very rich sign, a sign of wealth. In the fourth house of properties, this man has extensive properties. Very, very high-tech houses he has, lots of real estate he has. So very powerful Dhan Yoga getting formed in the fourth house, and he is extremely, extremely rich man. Now let's see the Sun in Navash, and someone which is debilitated in D1 is in Makar Rashi, in Capricorn sign in Navash. Now what does this mean? The Sun is the significator of the soul of the person. Atma, it's called a natural Atmakar. That means, despite of being the rich person, this person will not stop working. His soul is connected to karma. Capricorn is the sign of work of the karma. That means this man, despite of being a CEO of the company, richest man, will keep on working. He cannot sit quietly. He is not the person who will sit quietly and start enjoying his riches. He will keep working. He is born to work. And we know about him that he is still working. Now this Bill Gates ran his Sun Mahadasha from March 2002 to 2008. So did this Mahadasha of Sun of 6 years gave him bad results? If we check this period of the life of Bill Gates, this was a very good dasha of his life. It did not give him any bad results. This was the period when he became one of the greatest philanthropists of the world. I can say from being the king of IT sector, he became the king of philanthropy, Sun. Now Sun is sitting here with Saturn in the 4th house. Now 4th house is the house of masses. It's the house of public welfare. And is sitting with Saturn. Saturn represents common people. Saturn represents the poor class, the labor class in society. And Sun is the natural soul karka, Atma karka. So there was an intense desire in the person to serve the poor, to give back to the society. So this was a period when he and his wife expanded their NGO, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and through this NGO, they started working to help the poor, especially in the health sector. This was the period when they invested crores and crores of rupees to provide vaccine for the poor people in Africa and Asian countries. You can go and check online about the public welfare work and you will get all the details. And why this public health sector? Because Saturn and Venus is the planet of rejuvenation. Venus is the planet which is the regulator of medicines. And Saturn represents the poor people, the underprivileged people. So these people, he and his wife both worked in the sector and did a lot of work to uplift the poor, to help the poor in the medical sector, in the health sector. Now why wife is coming into play? Because Saturn is the 7th lord of wife. Saturn is the 7th lord of spouse. Okay, now some question might come, if the Sun is debilitated, did the Sun give all the good results in his life? No friends, no. Here we have to keep in mind the principle of Laghu Parashari. Now Sun is debilitated, a weak planet in an uncomfortable sign, but is sitting with two very positive planets who are very strong, very happy in the Libra sign. So as per the principle Laghu Parashari, planets give result as per the other planets are sitting together. Now because Sun is a weak planet, but it is getting support of two very powerful planets, this planet is being uplifted, strengthened by these two planets. Using the energy of these two planets, Sun has given very good results. Now applying same to Dasha of Venus. Before the Dasha of Sun, the Mahadasha of Sun was the Mahadasha of Venus. Venus, which represents relationships, the wealth, now is sitting with the debilitated Sun. So now Venus Dasha, Mahadasha gave bad results. Some of the bad results were there in Venus Mahadasha. And what was the issue? Later on, some allegations were there against him of getting involved with some of his female colleagues, that he was having some hidden relationships with some of the subordinate colleagues, and which also had impact on his married life. And later in, I think 2024, he got divorced from his wife. There were also some court cases, and they had to pay a lot of money to settle these court cases. So the debilitated Sun results were there in the Mahadasha of Venus. But Sun Mahadasha was quite good. He did a lot of good work, and this Sun Mahadasha brought a lot of fame to him. He and his wife's photograph came on the front page of the Time magazine for their great work. He was also given knighthood by the Queen of United Kingdom. So Sun Dasha, despite of being debilitated, gave him name, fame in the society. Established him as the king of welfare, king of philanthropy. Sun is the king, and it happened because of the Neechbhanga of the Sun. Now let's move to the next horoscope. Now, this is a horoscope of one of the greatest legends of sports in lawn tennis, Martina Navratilova. She is a female lawn tennis player who has created multiple records. She has won maximum number of Wimbledon tournaments as a female player, that is 20 Wimbledon tournaments, which include singles, doubles, mixed doubles, all this. And she is the player to at the oldest age to win the Australian Open and Wimbledon international tournaments. And this all happened in the Mahadasha of Sun. She ran Mahadasha of Sun from September 97 to September 2003 for 6 years. She had taken retirement from lawn tennis in 1994. But this was the Sun Mahadasha when she made a comeback at a very, very late age when most of the people retired from sports. And she was competing with athletes, sports persons half her age. And she defeated them to become again a world champion. This is a Pisces Lagna, Pisces ascendant horoscope with Pisces rising. And Sun is in the 8th house in Libra. So Sun is debilitated in the 8th house. And this Sun Mahadasha in the 8th house. Now 8th house is the house of transformation. Sun is your identity, your soul. So her identity is tied strongly with the house of transformation in the sign of Libra. And Sun is the 6th lord of competitions. Now, first of all, we need to understand that any horoscope, first we have to judge the strength of the horoscope. We have to check the Lagna, the first house. The first house of the horoscope is strong or the Lagna lord is strong. That means this is a strong horoscope. This is a strong person with strong willpower. The first lord of this horoscope is gone into 6th house, the house of competitions. And this Jupiter, the Lagna lord, is strong here because it is sitting in the house of natural friend Leo. It's the Agni Tattva planet, a fiery planet, sitting in a fiery sign. And it is getting the aspect of another friend, Mars. Mars is the 9th lord, the lord of fortune and lord of wealth, second lord. So Mars and Jupiter are mutually aspecting each other. Jupiter is also the 10th lord, house of lord of karma. And Mars is the Bhagya lord, the lord of fortune. So 9th and 10th lord are aspecting each other, making a second degree, or I can say third degree, Dharma Karmadhipati Rajyog. And is getting formed in the 6-12 axis, 6th house, house of competitions. So this person is bound to compete, bound to fight. She is a very strong fighter who doesn't give up. Because Mars is infusing the Lagna lord Jupiter with this Martian energy to fight. And the 8th lord is also there, 8th lord, Venus is there. And so there's an exchange between Venus and Sun here. 8th lord has come to 6th house, 6th lord has come to 8th house. So what does that mean? How this exchange is working? Friends, both are problem houses, 6th and 8th. So 6th lord problems are going in 8th house, and 8th house problems are coming to 6th house. So what happens is these people will always have some struggles, some obstacles in their life, some problems in their life, because both are trouble houses. 6th house, 8th house, 6th lord giving 8th house and 8th lord coming 6th house, means there will troubles will be sudden, unexpected troubles will be there. And there are always trouble. But these people, if they have a strong Lagna, they will overcome these troubles. Some strategy they will make out, some way they will find out to overcome this trouble with their willpower. This is how the exchange is working. And this was Sun Mahadasha. Now, Sun Mahadasha, why the Sun gave a good results? Because the exchange of planets is one of the biggest factor to cancel the debilitation of the planet, of the Neecha planet. Now, because Venus is sitting in the house of Sun, Sun is sitting in the house of Venus, so both have a mutual understanding. Okay, you are sitting in my house, I am sitting in your house. Now, let's not trouble each other. They have understanding, they have harmony. So when the Sun Dasha came, it was Dasha of 6th Lord, house of competitions. It's a house of, Sun is sitting in the 8th house of transformation. She transformed herself. She followed a lot of fitness regime, strong, strict fitness regime. She built her stamina back, exercised a lot, and she came back to the world of lawn tennis. And this was in Sun Venus Dasha. She became the world champion, international champion, by winning the Australian Open and Wimbledon. She got a lot of name, fame, wealth in this period, Sun Mahadasha. If the Sun was working as a debilitated planet, then she wouldn't have achieved the success. Now Sun, again here we can see in the D9 chart, Sun is again in Libra. So Libra in D1, Libra in D9. So it is Neech Vargottam. Debilitated planet in same sign in both D1 and D9 is a Vargottam planet, is a Neech Vargottam. And again with the sign Lord Venus. Again, so Neechbhanga is also happening in D9. Planet is Neech Vargottam and Neechbhanga is happening in D9. So when Neechbhanga is also happening in D1, D9, it's very strong Neechbhanga. So friends, I think I'm clear today that a lot of questions like, does Neechbhanga happens in divisional charts? Yes, it happens. Does a Neech Vargottam planet gives good results? Yes, it can give good results. So all these doubts, I'm sure a lot of people in astrology may be having these doubts. These doubts will be cleared from these horoscopes. To understand the principal astrology, we need to apply them in charts. We need to see charts how these principles are working. Now, the question is that did this debilitated sun did not cause any problem in the life? So yes, it caused a problem, but not in Sun Mahadasha. The problems occurred in Venus Mahadasha because Venus is the 8th lord where debilitated sun is sitting. Venus is the 8th lord of problems, sudden problems, unexpected problems, and because it is a sign of relationship, the problem was related to relationships. Her life partners, her female partners, they filed court cases against her in the Venus Mahadasha, and she had to give lot of money to settle down these court cases. So loss of money was there. And the problem was again of relationships. Libra is sign of relationships. Even in Bill Gates' chart, in the Venus Mahadasha, he had some hidden relationships, which later came in the news, which was one of the factors to cause his divorce. Again, in this lady's chart, in the Venus Mahadasha, which was before the Sun Dasha, she had some problems in her relationships, and she had to pay money to settle those matters out of the court. Regarding father, because Saturn and Rahu, two malefics, are sitting in the 9th house of father, she lost her father early in life. She had a stepfather who was supportive, but Sun in the 8th house also shows separation from father. Father is hidden away. She had defected from Czechoslovakia, which was a communist country, which was not allowing her to play as per her choice and was trying to control her. She left that country with a plan, with surprise, in a hidden manner, and came to USA and became a USA citizen. So that's how Sun worked there, in the 8th house. But now let's move to the third horoscope. Now friend, this is a horoscope of a big Hollywood star, Julia Roberts. She also has Sun in Libra. And let me tell you, the Sun Mahadasha was the dasha of debilitated Sun, when she became the highest paid female actor of the Hollywood. Highest paid. She established a record. She was paid $20 million for one movie in 1998. $20 million for a movie. Highest paid actress in the Hollywood. This was the Sun Mahadasha when she gave one of the biggest hit movies and which made her the highest paid actress. If the Sun is debilitated and giving the result, how could this be possible? What is happening here? Here's again exchange. She is a Kark Lagna, Cancer Lagna born. Second Lord Sun, again the sign, the second Lord at the wealth, house of wealth, the Lord of wealth, Sun is debilitated. If the Sun was debilitated, she should not have been that rich. But why she is rich? Because debilitation is getting cancelled by exchange. The fourth Lord Venus has gone into the second house, and second Lord Sun is in the house of Venus in the fourth house. So there is exchange of second and fourth Lord. Second Lord is of wealth, assets. Fourth Lord is of property. She has many expensive properties. She has her own resorts, big resorts, costly resorts, big houses, lots of wealth. She has invested in property and made a lot of money from the property. And she became one of the highest paid actors in the Mahadasha of Sun. Now Sun is in the Navash also, is sitting in the sign of Makar, Capricorn. That means again, like Bill Gates, she is not a person who will sit quietly after earning her riches. She is a person who is born to work. Her soul is like that. She has to keep working. Despite of being richest actress, she's not, okay, now I've had enough money, I can just rest and enjoy my riches. No. So did the Sun debilitation did not cause any problem? No, it caused a problem. This Sun is setting in a debilitated, again relationship problem. Sun in Libra, debilitated sign, Libra is sign of relationships. She had relationship problem. During Sun Mahadasha and Mars Antardasha, Mars is sitting in the 6th house of disputes and divorce, because this is the house 12th from 7th. She had trouble with her husband and they underwent a divorce in this period. Otherwise, this period was fantastic for career. So in 3 horoscopes, friends, I have shown you. Sun Mahadasha, no problem with the government, no problem with the fame, no problem with the wealth. All of these 3 people had a lot of stardom, fame, name, wealth in Sun Mahadasha, in debilitated Sun Mahadasha. So friends, I hope today's video will clear a lot of doubts about how the Neechbhanga works, how the planet's debilitated is cancelled, how the Vipreet Yog is working, how the Parivartan Yog, exchange Yog is working between 2 planets. Does Neech Vargottam work? Yes, Neech Vargottam works. Does Neechbhanga occurs in divisional chart? Yes, Neechbhanga occurs in divisional chart. So I hope all these questions are cleared, and how the rules of Laghu Parashari works. A planet sitting, a debilitated planet sitting with good strong planets will give good results in its Mahadasha. And a strong planet sitting with the weak planet in its Dasha will cause problems. So when this was my video on the results of Sun in Libra, how a debilitated Sun gives very good results in its Mahadasha. Hope you like my video. Kindly subscribe to my channel. We will meet again with one interesting video on an interesting topic. Till then, have a good time. Bye.